What if I told you that one of the most powerful foods for your muscles, brain, heart, eyes, and energy is probably sitting in your fridge right now, and it costs less than a cup of coffee? No fancy supplements, no extreme diets, just 2 eggs a day. Sounds too simple to matter, right? But what actually happens inside your body when you eat eggs every single day might surprise you. From fat loss and muscle strength to sharper focus and better vision, these little nutrition powerhouses are doing a lot more than you think. Stick with me, because by the end of this video, you may never look at breakfast the same way again. When you eat 2 eggs a day, one of the most powerful things you're doing for your body is giving it a steady supply of high-quality, complete protein. Not all protein is created equal, and eggs sit right at the top when it comes to biological value, which basically means your body can use the protein in eggs very efficiently. Each egg contains all 9 essential amino acids that your body cannot produce on its own. These amino acids are the building blocks for your muscles, tissues, enzymes, hormones, and even parts of your immune system. So with just 2 eggs, you're delivering a compact, highly usable package of nutrients that your body depends on every single day. This becomes especially important when it comes to building and maintaining muscle. Every time you move, exercise, lift something heavy, or even just go about your daily routine, your muscle fibers experience tiny amounts of breakdown. Your body is constantly repairing and rebuilding them, and that process requires protein. When you consistently eat enough high-quality protein, like the kind found in eggs, you support muscle protein synthesis, which is the process that rebuilds those fibers stronger and more resilient. Over time, this helps you stay toned, strong, and physically capable. It's not just about people who lift weights at the gym either. As we get older, we naturally start to lose muscle mass in a gradual process that can lead to weakness, slower metabolism, and a higher risk of falls and injuries. Regularly including protein-rich foods like eggs in your diet helps slow that muscle loss and supports healthy aging. 2 eggs a day may sound simple, but they quietly help your body hold on to lean muscle, which plays a major role in how strong, mobile, and energetic you feel as the years go by. Protein from eggs also plays a huge role in keeping you full and satisfied after meals. Compared to breakfasts that are high in refined carbohydrates like sugary cereals or pastries, a meal that includes eggs digests more slowly. This leads to a steadier release of energy and triggers hormones in your gut that signal fullness to your brain. As a result, you're less likely to feel hungry again an hour later, and you're more likely to make better food choices throughout the day. That natural appetite control can make a big difference if you're trying to lose weight, or simply avoid constant snacking. There's also a small but meaningful boost to your metabolism when you eat protein-rich foods like eggs. Your body actually burns more calories digesting protein than it does digesting fats or carbohydrates, a phenomenon known as the thermic effect of food. While this doesn't turn eggs into a magic fat-burning food, it does mean your body works a little harder to process them, which can support a healthier metabolism over time. Combined with the muscle-preserving benefits of high-quality protein, 2 eggs a day become a simple habit that supports strength, satiety, and metabolic health in a very practical, sustainable way. When you eat 2 eggs a day, you're doing something incredibly valuable for your brain, even if you don't feel it immediately. Egg yolks are one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient that doesn't get as much attention as vitamins or minerals, but plays a critical role in how your brain functions every single day. Choline is used by your body to produce acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter that helps your brain cells communicate with each other. This communication is what allows you to think clearly, form memories, stay focused, and coordinate movement. Many people don't realize they're not getting enough choline in their diets. Unlike some nutrients that are easy to find in a wide variety of foods, choline is more concentrated in specific sources, and eggs are one of the most convenient and efficient ways to get it. By eating 2 eggs daily, you're consistently supplying your brain with the raw materials it needs to support mental performance. Over time, this can help with everyday things like concentration at work, staying mentally sharp during long tasks, and remembering information more easily. Choline is also deeply involved in maintaining the structure of your brain cells. It's a key component of phospholipids, which are fats that make up the membranes surrounding your cells. These membranes control what enters and leaves each cell and help maintain proper cell signaling. When your brain cells have strong, healthy membranes, They function more efficiently and are better protected against stress and damage. Regularly eating eggs helps support this structural integrity, which is especially important as the brain ages. There's also a strong connection between choline and long-term brain health. Research suggests that adequate choline intake may be linked to a lower risk of cognitive decline as we get older. While no single food can guarantee protection against age-related brain conditions, consistently providing your body with brain-supporting nutrients like choline is a smart, proactive step. 2 eggs a day can be part of a dietary pattern that supports memory, learning ability, and overall cognitive resilience over the years. Beyond choline, eggs also contain other nutrients that support the brain, including vitamin B12, folate, and healthy fats. Vitamin B12 plays a role in maintaining the protective covering around nerves, known as the myelin sheath, which helps electrical signals travel efficiently through your nervous system. Folate is involved in the production of neurotransmitters and DNA repair, both of which are important for brain health. The natural fats in egg yolks also help with the absorption of fat-soluble nutrients and provide a steady source of energy for your brain, which is an organ that uses a significant amount of your daily energy supply. When you make eggs a regular part of your diet, you're not just feeding your body, you're nourishing the control center that runs everything you do, from decision-making and mood to memory and focus, giving your brain consistent support through simple, everyday nutrition. When you eat 2 eggs a day, you're giving your eyes a steady supply of nutrients that play a direct role in protecting your vision over time. Eggs are one of the best natural food sources of 2 powerful antioxidants called lutein and zeaxanthin. These compounds are part of a group known as carotenoids, and they tend to accumulate in a specific part of your eye called the macula, which is responsible for sharp, detailed central vision. This is the part of your eyesight you rely on for reading, driving, recognizing faces, and seeing fine details clearly. Every day, your eyes are exposed to light, especially blue light from screens, sunlight, and artificial lighting. Over time, this exposure can contribute to oxidative stress, which is a kind of cellular damage caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. Lutein and zeaxanthin act like internal sunglasses, helping filter out some of this high-energy blue light before it can harm the delicate structures in your eyes. By eating eggs regularly, you increase the levels of these protective antioxidants in your bloodstream and eventually in your retinal tissue, where they can do their job more effectively. Another important role of lutein and zeaxanthin is reducing inflammation and oxidative damage inside the eye. The retina is highly active and uses a lot of oxygen, which makes it particularly vulnerable to oxidative stress. Over time, this stress can contribute to age-related eye conditions such as macular degeneration and cataracts. While eggs alone can't guarantee prevention, regularly consuming foods rich in these carotenoids is associated with a lower risk of developing such problems. 2 eggs a day provide a consistent, bioavailable source of these nutrients, especially because the healthy fats in the yolk help your body absorb them more efficiently than from many plant sources alone. Eggs also contain vitamin A in the form of retinol, which is essential for good vision, especially in low light conditions. Vitamin A is a key component of rhodopsin, the protein in your eyes that allows you to see in dim light. Without enough vitamin A, people can experience night blindness and other vision issues. Including eggs in your daily diet helps ensure you're getting a reliable supply of this important nutrient to support both daytime clarity and nighttime vision. As you age, your eyes naturally go through changes, and the risk of vision problems increases. Making simple, consistent dietary choices that support eye health can have a meaningful impact over the long term. By eating 2 eggs a day, you're nourishing your eyes with a combination of antioxidants, vitamins, and healthy fats that work together to protect your vision, support retinal health, and help you maintain clearer, sharper sight as the years go by, all through a food that's easy to prepare and fits into almost any meal for years. Eggs were unfairly blamed for harming heart health simply because they contain cholesterol. But modern research has painted a much more balanced and reassuring picture. When you eat 2 eggs a day, the cholesterol you consume doesn't automatically translate into dangerously high cholesterol levels in your blood. Your body actually regulates cholesterol in a very smart way. The liver produces cholesterol naturally, because it's essential for building cells and making hormones. When you eat more cholesterol from foods like eggs, your body often compensates by producing a little less on its own helping keep things in balance. What really influences heart health, more than dietary cholesterol alone, is the overall pattern of your diet, especially your intake of trans fats, excessive saturated fats, added sugars, and highly processed foods. Eggs, on the other hand, are packed with nutrients that can actually support heart health when eaten as part of a balanced diet. They contain healthy fats, high-quality protein, and important vitamins and minerals that contribute to overall metabolic function. One of the most interesting effects of eating eggs regularly is how they can influence your cholesterol profile in a positive way. Cholesterol travels through your bloodstream in particles called lipoproteins. You've probably heard of LDL, often called bad cholesterol, and HDL, known as good cholesterol. HDL helps remove excess cholesterol from your bloodstream and transports it back to the liver, where it can be processed and eliminated. Some studies show that eating eggs can increase HDL levels in many people, which is generally considered beneficial for heart health. Even when LDL levels rise slightly in response to eating eggs, the type of LDL particles often shifts. There are small, dense LDL particles that are more strongly associated with heart disease risk, and there are larger, fluffier LDL particles that are considered less harmful. Egg consumption has been linked in some cases to an increase in these larger LDL particles rather than the small, dense ones, suggesting that the overall impact may not be as negative as once believed. Eggs also provide nutrients that actively support cardiovascular function. They are a source of B vitamins such as B12 and folate, which help regulate levels of homocysteine, an amino acid in the blood that, when elevated, is associated with a high risk of heart disease. Eggs also contain antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that help protect blood vessels from oxidative stress and inflammation, two key processes involved in the development of cardiovascular problems. Of course, context matters. Eating 2 eggs a day alongside vegetables, whole grains, fruits, nuts, and other whole foods is very different from eating them with processed meats, refined carbs, and fried foods. For most healthy individuals, eggs can be part of a heart-friendly eating pattern that supports balanced cholesterol levels and overall cardiovascular wellness without the fear that once surrounded them when you eat 2 eggs a day. One of the most noticeable benefits many people experience is more stable energy and fewer intense cravings throughout the day. Eggs are a powerful combination of high-quality protein and healthy fats, and this mix plays a key role in how your body regulates blood sugar and hunger signals. Unlike meals that are heavy in refined carbohydrates, which can cause rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar, eggs digest more slowly and provide a steadier release of energy into your system. When your blood sugar rises too quickly after a meal, your body responds by releasing a large amount of insulin to bring it back down. This sharp rise and fall can leave you feeling tired, irritable, and hungry again soon after eating, often leading to cravings for more sugary or high-carb foods. By including eggs in your meals, you slow down the absorption of glucose into your bloodstream. The protein and fat help moderate the pace at which food leaves your stomach and enters your digestive system, leading to smoother, more controlled blood sugar levels. This steadier blood sugar response has a direct impact on your appetite. Eggs stimulate the release of hormones such as peptide YY and GLP-1, which signal to your brain that you're full and satisfied. At the same time, they help suppress ghrelin, often called the hunger hormone. The result is that you naturally feel less driven to snack between meals or overeat later in the day. Over time, this can make it much easier to maintain a healthy calorie intake without feeling deprived or constantly battling hunger. More consistent energy levels also mean better focus and productivity. Instead of riding the roller coaster of energy highs and crashes that can come from sugary breakfasts or processed snacks, you get a more even supply of fuel for both your body and brain. This can help you stay mentally sharp during work, power through workouts, and avoid that mid-afternoon slump that sends so many people reaching for caffeine or sweets. These effects can be especially helpful for people who are trying to manage their weight or improve their metabolic health. Stable blood sugar and reduced cravings make it easier to stick to balanced meals and avoid impulsive food choices. For individuals concerned about insulin resistance or the risk of type 2 diabetes, meals that include protein-rich foods like eggs can be a smart strategy to support better glucose control. By simply adding 2 eggs a day to your routine, you create a foundation of steady nourishment that helps regulate hunger, smooth out energy levels, and reduce the urge to constantly snack, making it easier to feel in control of your eating and more energized from morning through evening.